God observed the people's actions and saw their growing pride, exploring new lands and expanding their settlements. As the tower rose toward the sky, after the great flood, the earth was cleansed, and humanity, led by Noah and his descendants, began to repopulate the world. At this point in history, all of humanity shared a single language, which allowed them to communicate seamlessly. This shared language was a symbol of unity, enabling people to collaborate and work toward common goals without the barriers of misunderstanding. It was a time of peace and cooperation, and humanity flourished as they spread across the earth, exploring new lands and expanding their settlements. As people ventured farther, they found a vast and fertile plain in the region of Shinar, located in Mesopotamia. This land was ideal for settlement due to its resources and geographical advantages. The people decided to settle there and build a great city. However, they didn't stop with the idea of just a city. Their vision grew more ambitious. They wanted to build a tower, one that would reach the heavens. This tower, they believed, would serve as a monument to their greatness, symbolizing their unity and power. It would also ensure that they remained together, preventing the dispersion of their population across the earth. The construction of the tower began with enthusiasm. The people, skilled in their craftsmanship, used baked bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. This innovation allowed them to build efficiently, and the tower grew taller and taller. As the tower rose toward the sky, it became a symbol of their technological prowess and shared vision. The people believed that the tower would not only make them famous, but also allow them to ascend to the heavens, rivaling the divine. However, as the tower grew, so did the pride of the people. What started as a project of unity turned into a display of arrogance. Their goal was no longer just to build a city and a tower. They wanted to make a name for themselves, to achieve greatness independent of God. This ambition reflected their growing defiance and their belief that they could control their own destiny without divine intervention. God observed the people's actions and saw their growing pride. He understood that their unity, while allowing them to achieve great things, also made them susceptible to overreaching ambition. They were no longer content with their place as stewards of the earth. They sought to challenge divine authority by reaching the heavens themselves. This unchecked ambition posed a danger to the balance of the world. Rather than allowing them to continue on this path, God chose to intervene. His solution was not through destruction, as with the flood, but through a subtler yet profound act. He decided to confuse their language. By introducing multiple languages, God would disrupt their ability to communicate, effectively halting the construction of the tower and scattering the people across the earth. In an instant, the once unified language of humanity was shattered into many. Builders, architects, and laborers, who had worked in harmony, could no longer understand each other. Misunderstandings arose at every turn. Simple instructions became impossible to follow, and collaboration turned into chaos. The once cohesive workforce that had raised the tower was now divided by a multitude of languages. The smooth progress that had marked the construction came to an abrupt halt. Unable to continue working together, the people became frustrated and disillusioned. The grand vision of building a tower to the heavens was abandoned, and the people began to scatter. Groups who shared a common language left the city and migrated to different parts of the world. The dispersion they had feared had now become a reality. The confusion of tongues at Babel not only ended the construction of the tower, but also marked the beginning of the world's linguistic and cultural diversity. As the people dispersed to different regions, their languages evolved, and each group developed its own unique culture, traditions, and way of life. The scattering of nations led to the rise of distinct civilizations, each with its own identity and characteristics. This event was not just a punishment for human pride, but also the catalyst for the rich variety of cultures and languages that would shape the course of human history. The once unified human race was now divided into different nations, each with its own language, customs, and worldview. The story of the Tower of Babel carries deep theological meaning. It highlights the dangers of pride and the consequences of attempting to elevate oneself beyond the natural order established by God. The people of Babel sought to create a name for themselves through their own strength and ingenuity, forgetting that true greatness comes from humility and obedience to God's will. The confusion of languages serves as a reminder that while humanity is capable of great achievements, those achievements must be tempered by humility. When humans become consumed by their own ambition and lose sight of their place within the divine order, they risk losing everything they have built. The legacy of the Tower of Babel extends far beyond its immediate consequences. The rise of languages and the dispersion of people across the earth laid the foundation for the development of diverse cultures and civilizations. While the confusion of tongues initially caused division, it also led to the creation of a rich tapestry of human experience, where each language and culture contributes to the complexity and beauty of the world. In many ways, the scattering of nations was both a judgment and a blessing. It prevented humanity from consolidating too much power in one place, which could lead to further rebellion against God. At the same time, it allowed for the flourishing of diverse societies, each bringing its own unique insights, innovations, and perspectives to the human story. The Tower of Babel stands as a symbol of human ambition and divine intervention. It reminds us of the importance of humility and the need to respect the boundaries set by God. While the confusion of languages led to the scattering of nations, it also gave birth to the linguistic and cultural diversity that makes humanity so unique. In the modern world, the story of Babel continues to resonate. It challenges us to consider the balance between unity and diversity, between ambition and humility. As we work to communicate and collaborate across cultures and languages, we are reminded that while we may strive for greatness, true wisdom lies in recognizing our place within the larger framework of God's creation. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soulful Bible Stories for more amazing Bible stories.